Okay, Dad.
Hey guys, just going to do some bee work today. I'll take you along for the journey, and yeah, first thing I've got to do is just start my smoker so I can calm the bees down when I work with them and not squash them all. So get that started. Okay, I got a better idea. All good. So that's going. Smoker, hive tool, suit, gloves. That's all I need. Let's go. So we're down at the bee yard now. Got the smoker going and got some cameramen down here. And the first hive we're going to look at is this big one behind us. We took 2 boxes of honey off it about a week ago, so interested to see if the same boxes that went back on, so interested to see if they filled it back up with honey or not, or just took all the honey out. And yeah, I'm going to check all the other hives just to make sure everything's all good before I go back to work on Monday and don't have as much time on my hands. But yeah, enjoy. Okay, so the first thing we do here is we give a little bit of smoke on the entrance here, and that pretty much just tells them that we're coming in. Give them a little bit more smoke up the top. Okay, so pretty much in there's a lot of honey but not capped, so they're definitely working on it. We've done quite a bit in a week, and probably 3 or 4 frames like that. So they definitely started to fill up what I've taken away from them. It's got a little bit of heaviness to it, but when you've got a full box of honey, you can barely lift it. So that there's what you're looking for. It's all capped honey. So this 3/4 box here is pretty much full. And if you look down there, that's all honey. It's all ready to process. And this whole box here is full. So, oh, it's a bit heavier. A bit more smoke. Obviously didn't like that. So this here's the queen excluder, and the small little gaps here mean all the bees can come through, but the queen, she can't. So she can't lay up in honey supers, so when we process the honey we don't have little baby bees everywhere. But they still do put honey down in their we'll call brood box. So that's just all That's just all honey and pollen. I'm still filling it up. That's the outer frame. Honey, pollen, brood. Pretty much when I'm doing this, I look for like a spotty brood pattern, and normally I break open a couple of cappings to see if everything's right. I'm looking for like diseases like AFB or varroa mite and all that. Yeah, that's what you call a healthy frame. Not that any of the other ones are unhealthy, but all this is cat honey here, and all this is baby bees inside. So you can see like the colour difference, and that's like in 1 week's time, a little baby bee like this will come out and start working the hive. She'll start off coming out as a nurse bee and feed all the other little baby bees, and then she'll work up to being a guard in front of the entrance, and then work up to foraging and finding honey in that. That's kind of their life cycle. They only live for like 3 weeks at this time of the year, but the queen lays up to like 1,500 eggs, so they kind of get to big numbers. See, the other thing I look for is swarm cells, which the bees think they don't have enough room, and then they want to make another queen so they can go off and make another hive somewhere else. And that's good for them because that's in nature what they want to do. They want to spread each other and make more colonies, and that's how they grow, you know. But being us controlling them, if they swarm, they take half my bees with them, and then I don't get half as many honey, so I kind of don't want that. So any little queen cells I find, they're quite easy to spot, but any I find, I kill them, and then they won't swarm on me. Of course, sometimes I miss them, and I think I've had 3 or 4 swarms this year already. So yeah, a lot of honey on a lot of these frames, which is good. We're getting a lot at the moment. Clover, Kanuka, and whatever else is out there, I don't know. I'm no expert. And here's Miss Queenie over here. She's marked, don't know if you can see, she's marked green over here. Yeah, probably can't pick her up, but she's that little lass there. So she's our main person in the hive. Well, it's not a person, she's the main bee in the hive. She's the queen. She lays all the eggs. If she dies, pretty much they're all doomed unless they make another cell. But yeah, she lays all the eggs. The bees make all the honey, so they need each other. Time to put her all back. I checked the bottom box last week, so I'm pretty happy with that. Just wanted to find the queen and make sure she's laying eggs, because if she wasn't and I couldn't find her or eggs, I'd just go and get one of my queens from my other yard and chuck it in here. Queen excluder back on. First honey super, I just smoked them just to make sure they didn't all come out on the side, and then I squashed them. But yeah, the other thing I forgot to say was if they didn't have enough space and they've got swarm cells, I'd like add another box. But since I've took honey out of these two boxes, they've got heaps of room to fill, so I'm not too worried about them swarming. Yeah, another 10 hives to check. Okay, you probably see me rotate that hive a little bit behind me. Yeah, well, the pigs have been in here because the grass got too long and then it cut out the electricity in the fence. And they've been turning hives, tipping over hives, and yeah, the whole 9 yards. So after this I've actually got to trim it and put the fence back up so get no more destruction. Honey supers I don't really need to look at. I'll feel them by their weight if they're good or not. It's mainly down in the brood chamber where they make all the bees. Bit of smoke. These guys are a little bit angry, but to be expected. It's like breaking into someone's house, you know. So when I do it, I always pull out one frame first, which normally the outside frame they haven't actually built anything on yet. But I take the outside frame out first just to give me room to work. And then I normally just break them apart a little bit and then start inspecting. So I'm looking for stores. So like here I find honey and pollen. And this frame is pretty heavy. Ooh. And this frame here, what do you think? So all this here, honey, all the white stuff is honey, and all this yellow stuff here is baby bees. So I know by seeing that the queens laid like 2.5 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. But what I'm really wanting to see is either the queen herself or some eggs. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see very well, but down in these cells in here is eggs. I don't know if it helps by putting it in the sun or not. It's just like a little worm sticking up kind of look. And that's kind of what I'm looking for, because I know the queen's been laying like a couple of days ago. I don't necessarily need to find the queen. I just need to find eggs, and I know she's at least been there 3 days, so she'll be fine. And that's all I do, is just check the stores, check the queen. If you can't find the queen, find eggs, that's fine. And then you want to put it all back together how you found it, because the queen lays in a pattern, and if you put it back differently, she'll get all confused. So it's better just to put it how you found it. And also there's room to grow, which they haven't built much on this honey super, so they've got plenty of room to grow. Okay, so this hive here, I'm not even going to bother looking for the queen, because they are pumping. Pretty much if you look down there, you can't see much, but every single frame in that box is full of capped honey. So probably be harvesting that in the near future, and I'll check up on this hive in another week. So I'll leave them alone. Okay, so this hive behind me down here, the reason I stopped, because she's overloaded with honey and got nowhere to lay. So it's called honey bound. So she wants to lay 1,500 eggs a day, or somewhat, but she's got no room to lay because of the honey. So I'm going to have to add another brood box, like a full depth box down here, probably in the coming days. But yeah, you run into those sort of problems when there's a big nectar flow and they all pump it into the brood box, but they don't pump it into the honey supers for some reason. But yeah. Okay, so there's a bit of a yard of clean up on the pigs. Put the electric fence back up, trim the grass a bit, and yeah, that's it for the day. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe to see more.